Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very improv unscripted. I think today's Blockbuster from Monaco deserves its own little show and to talk about some of the events that we just watched. Remember, that is going to be someone's first Formula E race, and I wish mine was like that because it was absolutely chaos. Not only did we have basically the championship flipped on its head again, we also had none of the contenders really having the opportunity to hold the championship positions. Obviously, well done Mitch Evans for a big one. That was incredible to keep converting, and I really hope that this championship goes the way it does, unlike what happened when you last had the opportunity when also Nick de Vries won back in the Gen 2 era. Now, I'm doing these videos a little bit more like a presenter because me and Corey really want to try and do this style of content when we go to London for the very first time. So I feel like getting a bit of practicing is great because obviously I'm good with the talking head, but with the microphone, not so much. So the winners, I will try and do the graphics because I'm trying to get the videos to be a little bit easier to pump out. But biggest winner today, I would say, is Nick de Vries because he has had a stinker of a season. So I just want to say well done, Nick. It's good to see you back. The smile on the podium was the most genuine thing I think I've ever seen in the sport. Obviously, that's his first win and Mahindra's first win, I think, in the Gen 3 era. So, yeah, it's nice to see him back. Obviously, Mitch Evans as well on the podium. Good all-round performances. We've said the one who's going to be the most consistent is going to win the championship, and Mitch take that second. It's put you miles ahead. So I do want to mention as well that Jaguar are leading the championship. The broadcast didn't talk about this. So at this moment in time, we haven't done race 2 yet, but Jaguar are leading. And had Da Costa's incident not happened, it would have been even more huge. Porsche, we'll talk about them in the losers. It's really damaging, the stuff that's happened today. Pepe Marti. Honestly, rookie of the year, I believe. Sorry, Joel, but that is an incredible performance. He obviously had a really good 4th position that was then promoted to 3rd due to Dan's crash with Da Costa. So I think for Kiro, if you take the crash out of it, it's a big win for them. So we'll even put the graphic up for those because I think actually they've had a fantastic win. Drogovic as well, another one of our Formula E rookies. He was going to be driver of the day had Marty not popped it up in 4th/3rd. Again, another performance from a driver. And I was expecting this. I really was expecting this from Monaco. Lucas de Grassi also scored his first points of season 12, which means he can retire knowing he's not going to have a final pointless season, which is absolutely fantastic. DS Penske finally brought some points to the boards, and Sebastian Buemi, who also is really one of those drivers I thought, could we give him driver of the day? Because he turned literally basically back of the grid into some points for Envision. DS Penske and Envision have had some fantastic point scores. I don't know whether I'm standing too far back. My light's here, so I'm just trying to be more in frame. Losers. Mortara, I think, has just had a really unlucky weekend. Obviously didn't qualify, so he's been at the back, and I think it is quite hard to convert from the back. Obviously, some did, some didn't, but it was such a chaotic race. So obviously the Mahindra package worked as well because Nick has had it flying through the weekend. Obviously, the biggest losers are Porsche, but mainly Pascal Wehrlein. Muller's pulling punches. He didn't have the most fantastic, was it the second to last corner, crashing into the back of Pascal Wehrlein, which caused him to pit before pit boost and just throw the strategy out the window. That is just racing, isn't it? So it's unfortunate and annoying that it's your teammate because also that's quite awkward. You spend probably a lot of time with them. So yeah, it's not been fantastic for them. Obviously, Jake Dennis and Cassidy, just unfortunate. Again, I believe that was kind of a 2-into-1 racing incident. Obviously, yes, it was more Cassidy's fault, but it is Monaco. There's a lot of phantom braking at the very start of the race when they're all trying to consume energy. So I think it was just unfortunate for more Jake Dennis because I think he needs kind of a bit of a pump up this season, especially starting in Brazil and winning that race. It's just, we want to see our season 9 champion back again. So, and then finally, of course, Dan Ticktum. Oh, did he deserve the penalty? I don't know. No, I do know. I've said my point. There's a whole video I've done about it. So, but we do have to remember, this is the Monaco E-Prix. Monaco is basically a country that turns into a racetrack, which means the majority of the straights and turns are concrete walls with a fair few landmarky runoffs. That's all I'm going to say to that. Well done, Nick de Vries, for winning. What a great strategy, and welcome back to the winning club. Hopefully he can have a better end to the season. It's good to have him back. Obviously, we've got it all again tomorrow, and I think it will be just as nail-bitey as today. Hopefully the weather is the same, because dry races in Monaco, we really get to show the Gen 3 car off, and it's been great. Obviously, this is the schedule. We're going to do, obviously, tomorrow, winners and losers of the whole weekend. If we have another race like this, I'm not sure how I'm going to contain myself, because it has been absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to leave that here, because we're going to pick this up tomorrow after the races. And obviously go check out Formula E Zone's live show on Monday, where they get to talk about everything that's gone on. All these like controversies, dive bombs, Muller going into the back of Verline, everything. You want to bring it up, you can go join their show. I will leave a link in the description. I've also done a video on my thoughts of the DaCosta crash. Lots of content this weekend. But anyway, guys, this has been very much of an improv, unscripted video. We'll see you tomorrow, where we'll pick up for race 2.